What up, Goose? You want attention? You always want attention. My dog is staring at me like, why are you talking to yourself? You think she'd be used to it by now. Hey guys, today I have an empties video for you. These are one of my favorite types of videos to film. A, because it's so satisfying to get through this bin and clear it out and start anew. And then B, it's my final thoughts on a product. Sometimes it reminds me that I need to repurchase something, but it's my final thoughts. It's very easy to put up a first impression or a get ready with me or even my monthly favorites and forget to update you guys on that product. So this way you get to see my final thoughts. I also love watching empties videos for that reason. If you're new to my channel, I went back to being cruelty-free at the beginning of this year, so I always start with those products that I won't be repurchasing because they are animal tested. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, start digging through my trash. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. So here is my empties bin. If you are new here, it's a little bird cage. I think I've shown this in my last couple of videos. My mom actually got this for us when we were getting married. It's what everyone put our cards into at our wedding. And I keep it around because one, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's got the little fleur-de-lis on top and I love them. But two, I could also clearly see when it starts to get filled, which it is. So I did my last empties video in May. I think I forgot to say that in my intro. So just so you have an idea of how quickly I'm getting through things. So starting with my non-cruelty free items, it's really dwindling down. I think I have one or two more skincare items and I have a little bit more makeup. Most of it I have given away. Giving away my Pat McGrath palette hurt my feelings. That shadow formula, it's stunning, it's amazing, and I'm so sad that Pat McGrath isn't cruelty free. But anyway, moving on, this is not something that I really care about. This is the Mercier translucent setting powder. I don't like this. I've said it multiple times and I know it's like a cruelty-free, not cruelty-free, it's a cult favorite product and it's just not one of my favorites. I feel like it looks cakey. It also kind of settles weird under my eyes, like it almost looks patchy. I hated using this up, and panning setting powder is so hard in general because I don't really use it that often. I may set my under eyes just a little bit, but for the most part I don't bake my whole face. I do very occasionally. So trying to get through this took me forever. I think it was in my second project pan, which was in December, and I had gotten mostly through it around then, but it has taken me till now to use it up completely, but it's gone. And then I have three products to talk about that aren't cruelty free that I emptied. This is from Moroccan oil. I was shocked when I found out Moroccan oil wasn't cruelty free. I definitely thought they were, and I don't usually like to glorify the products during my empties videos or in my panning projects that aren't cruelty free, but I will say that I love this shampoo and conditioner and I was very sad that I couldn't purchase the full size. This is the extra volume conditioner in this hand and shampoo in this hand. It does a really good job at giving moisture to the hair while also being volumizing. You often make that kind of sacrifice when you choose a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. A lot of times it creates more frizz on the hair and doesn't provide enough moisture. This one did. It also smells like a men's cologne. I don't know if that's attractive to you, but it's very attractive to me. I often really like those spicy scents, so it smells very good. Sad that I can't purchase the full size, but I did empty them and use them up. And then lastly, this is one I'm just not sure about whether or not it's cruelty free. I believe it was Cruelty Free Kitties website or one of those blog sites. I think there's some discrepancy with them around their ingredient sourcing and giving the full details. So for now, I won't be repurchasing it anyway. But this is the Not Your Mother's Beat the Heat Thermal Shield Spray. I will say this smells very good. It kind of reminds me of Kool-Aid and it feels good in the hair. But I have so many other detanglers to get through. I won't be sad about not repurchasing this one. If you know for sure their cruelty-free status, whether or not it's been updated, let me know below. Wow, I've gone through so much skincare. I always say that I'm not going to separate this into categories, and then I naturally do. So I'm separating it into categories. So I'm going to get into my skincare next. I have been so diligent about trying to get through my skincare, and I do this in a couple ways. I also do it in my makeup vanity over here. I have a separate drawer for those items that I'm either iffy about, definitely wouldn't repurchase, things that are about to expire, also samples, any kind of deluxe travel sizes. Those are the ones that I'm concentrating on. At the end of the month, hopefully soon, we hear about the Sephora VIB sale and I'll know for sure when I can pick up the Drunk Elephant. I plan on doing a long haul, only using Drunk Elephant for a month or two. So right now, I'm really trying to get through my skincare and use it up so I don't have anything lying around. So to start off, I guess I'll go in with the DE first. These are just little travel sizes that I've tried. This one came from a birthday reward. This was actually my sister's birthday reward, I believe. She didn't like it. I think that's the case. Anyway, this is the Beste number 9 jelly cleanser. I was talking about this the other day. I wanted this cleanser so bad. It was on my wish list for a very long time, specifically because Liv loves her makeup. She doesn't make videos anymore, but she raved about this and I wanted to try it ever since. I don't really like this. I kind of feel like it dries out my skin. It's a little bit too jelly-ish for me. I like more of a cream foaming cleanser versus this. So I will probably have to repurchase it for the Drunk Elephant long haul, but it's not my favorite. I also tried this, and also this one kind of bummed me out, and I was so excited when this was announced. This is the Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. It also comes with this little exfoliating grains. The Bamboo Booster Exfoliant Physique is what it's called. I didn't really like this. I felt like it left a lot of residue on my face. It did a pretty good job with actually removing my makeup. As far as the way my skin feels afterwards, not a fan. And this is also kind of weird to me. If I'm gonna use a makeup melter, I'm using it to melt my makeup. Adding this in is just kind of a hassle. It's too messy really to use at the sink, so I kind of had to take it into the shower and use it together. And I just have other exfoliants to get that job done. So not a fan, but I'm going to have to repurchase it for the Drunk Elephant long haul unless they come out with something else before then. So I doubt they will. So we'll see after prolonged use if I like it any better. And then I have some Tatcha. I love Tatcha. I always rave about them. These products though, however, are just kind of like on the fence for me, except for this one. I did like this one quite a bit. This is the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. I love Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. That is my holy grail. But this was nice kind of to use up in between it. It did a really good job at actually removing my lash glue. The Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm doesn't always do that for me, so this one I liked for that reason. It has a very gentle scent, that Tatcha scent. It does have that, but it's a very, very light, so if you don't really like fragrances, I do think that you would like this cleansing oil, but it feels good, doesn't leave any kind of residue on the skin, and I don't think I will repurchase it for now just because of that pharmacy balm, but I maybe would in the future. It really wasn't bad. These two, however, I just kind of felt meh about. This is the Luminous Deep Hydrating Firming Serum. Again, it came in that kit. It's a very light jelly kind of texture. I just don't know if it did anything for my skin. It didn't irritate it. It didn't hurt it. I don't think it clogged my pores, but for the price, I don't know the price, but it's Tatcha. It's going to be expensive. I don't think that I need to have this in my life. It does have this like luminous kind of gold reflect in it that doesn't show on the skin. So if you're curious about this one, have seen like product image kind of photos of it, just know that that gold doesn't really get on the skin. You don't like sparkle afterwards. And then I have the mini of the Dewy Skin Cream. This is the newest cream that they have released. They did also just do an eye cream that came out last week. I just kind of felt, I don't know, it was fine. It wasn't a bad cream, but I definitely prefer my Silk Cream to this. For reference, I have very dry skin, and there's something about that texture that's light and sinks in really fast but deeply hydrates the skin. I felt like this more sat on top of the skin, and I was kind of surprised because I have heard glowing reviews of this product nonstop, but everyone has different skin types, but I don't think I would repurchase this one. I forgot a non-cruelty free item, and this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye Cream. You can see that I cut it open. I used this up in a kind of a funny way, but it worked. Eye cream, you just use so little of it, and I wanted this out of my collection. I've had this for like 2 years. I specifically bought this because of Manny MUA talking about it constantly in those videos a couple years ago. He raved about this product and said it did miracles for dark circles and for puffiness. Even though I don't really have puffiness, I certainly have dark circles, and I don't think it did anything. It is very thick, but I used this up by also using it on my décolleté, which was fine for a little bit of firming there. I even went a little bit further down, and it was fine just to get rid of the product. I wouldn't repurchase. I guess I'll go with this cleanser next. This is from Orbe. This is the Daily Ritual Cream Face Cleanser. To start off, I would not pay full price for this product. I think it's $45. Correction, it was $45, but it is also now discontinued. Great. I think I got this, I know for sure I got this from the FabFitFun add-on section, and I want to say I paid somewhere around $20 for it. I did buy it on sale. This smells so good. If you've never smelled an Orbe product, it kind of reminds me, I think I have called it a sexy apple before. It's so good. This is heavily scented though, so if you're not into that in your skincare products, you won't like this. But the texture is very creamy, it's very luxe feeling, and it foams up really well. It does also remove makeup. I still always do a double cleanse and use an oil cleanser on my eyes first and then go in with this. I was really sad to use this up because I do really like it, and I will 100% buy it again if it comes up again on that add-on section, or if I can buy it somewhere else on sale, because it's very nice. And next, I have these in here because they're representing several others, because I go through these pretty fast. These are the Kirkland Daily Facial Towelettes. I even have some sitting right here. They're kind of scattered all around. I love these. Surprisingly, Kirkland, if you don't know, is Costco's brand. They are actually cruelty-free, which is great. My husband, Costco is his favorite place in the entire world, and he's really gotten me turned on to it. I also love going to Costco. These I really don't often use to remove my makeup unless it's a time where I really need to get it off fast, if I made a mistake and want to start all over, or if I've had too much to drink and I just need to take everything off very fast, very lazily, then I will use these towelettes. Not that that happens often, but when it does, I still don't miss my makeup removing step. But anyway, I use these most often to clean up my outer edge, any shimmer or fallout that may have landed on my face, and I will also use them when I do swatches. So 10 out of 10 would recommend these. I love these and will continue to purchase them. You get so many for the price. And next I have a cleansing water. This one is from Derma E. It's the Vitamin C Micellar Cleansing Water. I often don't actually wash my face in the morning. I just don't feel like I really need to. I've done a really good job at thoroughly cleansing the night before, and unless I've done something like sweat profusely through the night, then I don't usually feel like I need to cleanse my skin. So this micellar water, it was fine. It didn't burn my skin, it didn't irritate, but I have found something better that I will have in my Thrillers and Killers towards the end of the week. It did what it said it was going to do, but I wouldn't repurchase just because there's other things that I would try before buying this one again. And then I have two products from Lush, which I have used up since my long haul. I do have some others to get through before I start my next one. This is the Aroma Water. It is their toner for normal to dry skin. This feels great. It's very refreshing, has like a rose scent to it. I would repurchase this again. I just don't think I need to run out and grab it right now. I have other toners in my collection that are already rose. I love rose toners, but I have other ones, and there's others that I would like to try out, but I wouldn't not buy this again or not recommend it. It is a really nice toner. It feels very refreshing. And then I have the Birth of Venus Jelly Face Mask. If you didn't watch that video from me, the Lush long haul, I kind of showed how to use this face mask. It is a jelly texture, which feels kind of weird, but once you work it into your hands and work it into the skin, it does kind of dissolve into a cream texture that does feel really nice. I like this one. I don't think I need to run out and grab this specific type again. They do have others in the jelly face mask formula. They also have their fresh face mask, which I also love. So I will try more Lush face masks. I don't think I need this one anytime in the near future, but it was a really nice mask. And if you want something to kind of cool and calm the skin, this is pretty good. And then lastly, in the skincare category, I have 2 sheet masks. Now, I know I have used more than 2 sheet masks in the past 3 months. I think sometimes I forget and just throw them away. This one specifically, I know my husband used. We have a little tradition where we will sit and have like wine, or he usually has whiskey, and we will sit with our face masks and just talk in the bathtub, and it's really sweet, and that's kind of like our catch-up time for the week. That's what we do. So this one is the Icing Sweet Bar Sheet Mask from Apu. It's A-P-I-E-U. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is the pineapple version, and then he used coconut milk. I know for sure, I think I used the coffee one when he used this. I think I just threw it away. These were fine. I would use more from this brand. I've never met a sheet mask. Hello sheet mask, how you doing? I've never had a specific sheet mask that I felt like I needed to grab that one right away, like it had that much of an impact on my skin. I just enjoy doing them in general, so I would try more from this brand. I just don't know if I need these two. I do have a couple more back here, and I have various ones from other brands, and maybe next time I will be better about actually putting them into my empties bin and not into the trash can. I guess this would be my lifestyle category, and it's the only product. This is from Ollie. This is the Perfect Women's Multi. I got these from Target, and they are a multivitamin. They have A, C, D, E, B's, biotin, and folic acid. You get 90 of them. I don't remember the price, but I remember it not being too crazy. I do really enjoy these. I like a gummy vitamin because I will put it on my bathroom counter. This is the only way I will remember to take it, and I will take it while I'm doing my skincare routine before I brush my teeth. The only thing, my gripe about these is that they have sugar. 3 grams of sugar, which isn't a lot, but if you add it up 3 times 90, that's a lot of sugar to take in from your vitamins that shouldn't have any. I also can't take them when I'm doing my Whole30 because you can't have sugar. So I do like these. I will probably buy them again just because of the convenience. I can go ahead and grab them, but I have to avoid them when I am doing Whole30, which I am starting today. Sorry guys, I had to do it. I had to turn on the fan. I don't know if you're gonna hear it very well. I put it further away. I turned off our AC in order to film this video because it's just a little too loud and it's starting to get hot in this room. So I need to hurry it up. August, please go by fast. I hate hot weather. I hate sweating. It's not, I don't like it at all. Anyway, getting into the makeup category, I don't have too much, but these are like some of my staples. So I have the Peach Perfect Setting Powder. I almost said setting spray from Too Faced. This is my favorite setting powder. It is so beautiful on the skin. It gives like this luminosity under the eyes. There's some kind of like pearlized pigments in there. You don't see them when you just look at the powder, but underneath the eyes, it just gives this beautiful finish. It sets everything well. It plays well with others, as I like to say. And this is like my 4th or 5th one. I go through this, I wouldn't say super fast because it is a setting powder, but this is the one that I always have to have on hand. Another product that I pretty much always have around is the Tarte Shape Tape. I have another one opened already over here. This is in the shade Light. I can tell there is more there at the bottom, but it started to get dry, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I couldn't get it all out. I am having conflicting thoughts on Shape Tape because it used to be like my holy grail favorite concealer, but it does look a little bit dry underneath the eyes, and I feel like my preference has just changed. Maybe because it's summertime, maybe I will change my mind once it starts to get cooler, because for now I've really been loving dewy, natural looking skin versus having something that's full coverage, and I don't reach for this as often as I used to. I will be using that other one up and then I will decide whether or not I need it again. But more often than not, I am always reaching for my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. That's what I have underneath my eyes today. And I'm thinking there's maybe just better things out there that have that full coverage that don't look dry. So let me know what full coverage concealer you like below, if it is or isn't Shape Tape, because I feel like this is everyone's like holy grail. It's what everyone uses, but I would like to try other things. This one isn't super exciting. This one came in like an Ulta beauty bag. I spent a certain amount of money and then this came with it. The full size of the Ardell Wispy's Fiber Building Mascara. This has completely dried out on me, so maybe that's why they were giving it away, so I can't use it anymore. I didn't like it enough to want to use it anymore, so this is going into the empties. And then lastly, in the makeup category, I have, this is probably my holy grail of all time. I'm obsessed with this. It's so good. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Thank you to the Kayla for constantly talking about this so that I would finally try it out and buy it. If you have not tried this out, go ahead, do yourself a favor. It's not very expensive. It's always on sale. I just wish they would make a larger bottle of it so I don't go through it so fast. I do have another one that's got about this much left in it, and it's getting to the point that when I spray it on my face, it's just a little bit too blotchy looking, so I'm using it to dampen my sponges. I do have another one almost empty. But for as far as what this does, it just makes your makeup melt into your skin, and it gives the most beautiful finish to the skin. It makes it look like your skin, but better. If it is a hot day, or if I know I have to wear my makeup for a long time, I will go in with something like the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, or the Urban Decay All Nighter, or the Chill Setting Spray, because those actually make my makeup stay on longer, where this one I don't think really has an effect on how long your makeup wears. It's more just about that skin finish and giving the skin the look of proper moisture. Go buy it if you haven't tried it. It's so good. This one I just threw in here and it would fit more with the makeup category. This is a makeup brush cleanser from Swirl and Sparkle. It's a shop on Etsy. I bought this years ago. I don't know if they are around anymore. I'm gonna have to check because I did actually like this. This was the Coconut Mandarin scent. So inside it had a bar of soap. You would swirl your brushes in there, and then you would go to this side. It's just these little crystallized looking things that are glued inside to get through your bristles and to clean them off really well. But what I will say about the actual soap, I don't know how they did this, or maybe it was just my imagination. I felt like it cleaned really well, but it rinsed very fast from the brushes, so I wasn't constantly going back and forth trying to remove the bubbles. It may have been just in my head. I'm gonna have to see if they're still around though, but that's just something I kind of wanted to throw in. Getting into some hair care next. I've had these around for so long, and I got them from Birchbox. This is the Davines Natural Tech Rebalancing Shampoo for oily scalp. I didn't like this, so I gave it to my husband. The packaging is so cute though. I think he felt okay about it. It smelled like peppermint, which I don't really like when my shampoo products smell like peppermint. I just don't really want my hair to smell like that. I like the taste, but I don't want to smell like peppermint. As far as remembering, guys, it was years ago that I used this product, and I'm surprised it didn't smell or really go bad, but we were able to use it up. I don't remember feeling like this did anything for my oily scalp, so this is something I wouldn't repurchase. I also have this from Davines. This is the OI, I think that's how you say it. It's just OI conditioner. I think the shampoo was in a previous Empties video. Smells so good. I wish they would make a perfume of that shampoo and conditioner, just that scent alone, because the scent is heavenly. It's so good. I think at one time they did have a perfume, but it was limited edition. I don't know if I need the shampoo and conditioner again. This was actually a little bit too heavy for me, but the aroma is like, it's very clean. It reminds me of that like linen kind of scent, but a little bit more sexy. It's got like a spiciness to it. It's so good. I really wish they would make a perfume. I don't think I need the conditioner. The shampoo I might repurchase. It is a more moisturizing kind of creamy, so together they just are too much for my oily scalp. But the shampoo just to have on hand when I really want to smell like that. They do make a detangler, a hair oil, and maybe I would purchase those again next time, really just for the scent. It's so good. And then I have some, what is this? From Orbe, the Gold Less Dry Shampoo. I think I put this into a Thrillers and Killers, and it was a killer. I don't think it did anything for my oily scalp, I guess. It didn't do anything as in terms of dry shampoo. It does make my hair smell really good though, that sexy apple kind of scent that I was talking about. And something else I really liked about this was the packaging. I wish the performance was there. It has a nozzle that sprays up, so when you lift your hair, it's actually getting into that section that you want it to be versus having to shoot the nozzle down. Little thing, I know, but I just thought that was cool with the packaging. Orbe is a nice brand. The products always look really great. They always smell really great, but I don't think that this performed in the way that my normal dry shampoo does. Dry Bar is my favorite, just in case you guys want to know for a reference. And lastly, I'm going to talk about body care. I love body care. I think it's from working for Lush. I would match my soap scents to my lotions to even the bath product that I was using and kind of coordinate everything. And I still find myself doing that. Not quite as intense as when I worked for Lush, but if it's fruity lotion, I'll put it with a fruity soap. It's just something I enjoy doing. I have 2 products from Lush, actually 3 products from Lush. This was more of an intention. What I said I was going to do, because I often will forget about my Lush bath bombs, bubble bars, anything that's solid, just because once it's gone and dissolved in the bathtub, I don't have that packaging to remind me. So I took one of the Lush bags. I have a sticker from one of the bombs, and then I also wrote down another. I know I have used more than 2 bath bombs since May, so I think I just kind of forgot. I'm gonna have to get better at it. This is the Blackberry bath bomb, which was an old discontinued bath bomb fragrance. The new one smelled exactly the same. I kind of hoarded it for a couple months because I love it so much I didn't want to use it, so I'm glad to see it return. The other one I used up was American Cream. I talked about this before. American Cream is a conditioner that I don't use because it has sulfates in it, and I don't want sulfates in mixing in with my colored hair. But the bath bomb, it was really nice to experience that fragrance again. And this was a new bath bomb that they created. Earlier this year, they came out with like 80 new bath bombs, and this was one of them. Both of these I would repurchase again. They were both lovely. And then my other product from Lush is the Sleepy Shower Gel. The Sleepy Body Lotion is my favorite lotion of all time. It's one of them. Between that and the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, they're just so different from each other. The Sleepy Body Lotion has this amazing texture too, but the scent, it's like this intoxicating lavender. It's not a fake lavender, and it also has tonka in it, which gives it just a little bit of something. And the shower gel is no different. I really like their shower gel formula. I've also used the shower cream in this fragrance, which I think was in my last Empties video. The gel formula is more jelly-like. It's not quite as moisturizing, but I like this formula because I don't feel like it dries out my skin, and I would 100% buy this again. I'm surprised I haven't already because I don't like to run out of my Sleepy. I have a pot back here, and I have a pot open. Speaking of Sol de Janeiro, this is a Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is one of those travel sizes that I told myself I needed to have to treat myself. And then what I did after vacation is I hoarded it because I liked it so much. The fragrance, it's that standard Boom Boom Cream scent. I think it's pistachio caramel is how they describe it. It's gorgeous. It lasts on the skin. The shower gel was no different. It is that kind of in-between texture. I'd say it's more of a gel than it is a cream. It's not super like rich and creamy, but it feels good on the skin and it doesn't dry it out. And like I said, I hoarded this. I put it away in my cabinet because I wanted to only use it for special occasions. And then I got a full size in the FabFitFun summer box. So I'm happy I got that. After that one's gone, I may repurchase it again because it is such like a nice scent to have, but I would only use it on special occasions and I would use it very sparingly because it's a pretty steep price. The next thing is something that I bought on vacation that I told myself I needed to have. Like, I always do that on vacation. Like, buy all the things, spend your money, you're on vacation, have a good time. And then I come home and I'm broke. Do you guys do that? I'm so guilty of it. This is the Key West Aloe from Key West Mango Salt Scrub. I picked this up when we went to Key West for my sister's wedding back in February. I have another one of these. They were $2 for something. I can't remember the price. I have the other one back here. I think that's the key lime fragrance, and then this one's in mango. The only way I know how to describe the texture of this scrub is that it feels like a melted slushy. It's got way more oil in it than it does the actual salt. So when you go to actually scrub, it like kind of comes out of your hand, but it doesn't do that great of a job at exfoliating the skin. And I also don't like the oily residue it feels. I like a little bit of oil left behind for my scrubs, but not so much that I feel sticky, and that's what this one did. I'll have another one to use up, but I would not repurchase it. And then just a couple more things to get through. This one actually broke. This is the Kiss My Face 4-in-1 Moisture Shave in the Lavender Shea scent. I've never had one of these break before, so I don't really know what I did, but it was kind of annoying because I had to open it and dump it out into my hands, but first world problems. This is my longest used shaving cream. It's one of the only ones that I could conveniently find at like a natural kind of store when I was in my early 20s and going cruelty free. Like I said, I've gotten away from that and kind of returned, but I never really stopped using this product. It's one of my favorites. It feels super creamy like the name suggests, but it's less of like a foam. It's more of a cream texture, but it also foams up on the skin. It bubbles up a little bit, so it's easy to spread. I never get any nicks with it. I've never had any kind of irritation. I've tried every scent. I would buy this again. I just don't know what happened with the pump here, but I'm trying out a different one now. I'm trying out the Tree Hut Shave Oil, and I'm liking that one so far. But after that's done, I may go back to the Kiss My Face because it's my favorite. And then lastly, I have deodorant to talk about. I know, very exciting, but this is the Malin and Goats Eucalyptus deodorant. I don't know if this is cruelty-free because I bought it so long ago. I got this from Birchbox. This is the one that I would just kind of had hanging around in my purse for like those later on times that I needed to reapply in case things weren't so fresh anymore. Because on its own, it really doesn't keep me fresh for very long, so I would only really use it for touch-ups. I wouldn't repurchase this one. And then lastly from Schmidt's, I have the Cedarwood and Juniper deodorant. I put the Rose and Vanilla into a Thrillers and Killers. I definitely like that fragrance better, but in general, the Schmidt's deodorant is my favorite natural deodorant that I've tried this far. It's the only one that I don't have to reapply throughout the day like the Malin and Goats that I was just saying. It lasts really well. The only thing that I have to say about this, my biggest gripe, I noticed when I changed scents, like when I went from Rose and Vanilla to this one, I did break out. And now that I'm done this one and I've started Rose and Vanilla again, I broke out again. It's not quite fire pits. If you've used natural deodorant before, you know what fire pits is. It's those cysts that you get underneath, and it's red and inflamed, and it is so fucking uncomfortable. It is the worst. But I did get like a little bit of breakout when I went back to the Rose and Vanilla and to this one originally. I don't know what that is. It's just maybe the scent is irritating for a little while. Maybe if they have an unscented version, I will try that one out. But overall, I really like the Schmidt's, and that's it for my empties. That's a lot of talking. I'm still getting over a cold, and I'm trying not to hack. I have hacked and had to stop and hack like several times, so wish me well. I'm trying to get better. So yeah, that's everything I've used up and my thoughts on them, whether or not I will be repurchasing them. If you have tried any of these products, let me know below what your thoughts are, if you agree, if you disagree. And then also too, I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe doing my empties a little bit more regularly. Finding what happens when I do them every 3 or 4 months, I kind of forget my feelings on those products. I'm like, oh yeah, I did use that. I forgot all about it. That certainly happened today. So let me know what you think below. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you really enjoyed it. I thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.